Real estate investing for beginners. Today, we are going to be focusing on how to make passive income in real estate. This is week number 13, day number 3. We're approaching here critical time, and I decided to start giving you a lot more meat at the beginning of the video, and then you can see how it's implemented throughout the rest of the video by me making phone calls to potential sellers and trying to put together a real estate transaction. A lot of people just give you a lot of the theory out there and they don't show you how they are doing it. So I'm running a real estate company here, and I want you to see what I do every single day to find some passive income opportunities, and how we talk to sellers and how we go through structuring things, how we look at the numbers, how we estimate the potential value, the potential income, the potential passive income on each individual property that we look at. So I want you to stay with me and go through the properties together so you can kind of get the hang of how we do this. So if you haven't done so, take a subscribe, like, and comment below and tell me how you think we're doing. But the basics of making passive income in real estate is very, very simple. You just have to, what's work is doing it over and over and over so you can get good at it. So kind of like basketball, right? The principle of throwing a ball onto the hoop and try to get it in it, that activity is very, very easy to understand. But the skill comes when you practice different shots against different defenders, against different types of situations within a game. The same thing happens here in real estate investing. Making passive income is the ultimate goal in real estate. A lot of people say, well, nothing is really passive because you still have to hit the button and stuff. And I don't know who is saying that out there, but I've heard it and I've seen it in a ton of videos. That's not the point. The point is what the IRS calls passive income, and passive income is a term within the IRS code. So there is such a thing as passive income as defined in the tax code. And within the sphere of real estate is what we focus on here. So yeah, you can make 100% passive income. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. And that's what we're going to talk about. And so moving forward, you can watch all my videos up until now, and I was giving you a lot of different ways to look at real estate. But I decided to give you a lot more meat in these beginning of the video sessions, because I want you to catch really the concepts at the beginning, and then I want you to see me implementing them. So if you wanna see theory and then practice, you're in the right place. Most people either teach you the theory and they want you to go and do the practice all by yourself. And a lot of people will show you some things related to the practice of the theory, but they don't really show you exactly how they do it. So this YouTube channel is specifically for beginners. I mean, I don't really take on the tasks of talking about real estate at the very, very high level, because, I'm a constant student. I've been doing real estate for a very long time, over 2 decades, and been a marketer for most of that part as well, because I realized that real estate takes a lot of marketing and you have to have a lot of marketing skills. And so I decided to focus on the marketing side of real estate, but I've been doing both for a very long time. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not a guru. I am not somebody who is just going to sit here and I'm going to tell you from an expert perspective what is happening in real estate and the markets and so forth. I don't care about that. But I'm an expert at this. I'm an expert at finding deals and closing them. I'm an expert at that. And a lot of times I keep those deals. Other times I sell those deals. And you have to make that decision. So what you will learn here is the basics of how to shoot that ball, how to do the day-to-day activities so you can find passive income real estate. So we're going to be talking about that. We are doing these videos, this challenge of you guys seeing behind the scenes, me making the calls, making the follow-up calls, cold calling, talking with sellers, just talking to motivated sellers. I want you to see that for an entire year. So check out the videos. We have already 13 weeks worth of content, how we make those calls. So now we're going to step it up from this point forward, and I'm going to give you more of, like I said, concept and then practice, concept and then practice. So very easily. In future videos, we will talk about the marketing side, how we initiate those motivated seller conversations. But you already can do that. That doesn't take a whole lot of skill to do that. The skill is in the negotiating. The skill is in the structuring, which is what I'm showing you here. Structure a deal. That's what the real skill of a real estate investor is. And so welcome, and let's dive into this. Let's start making the phone calls, and I'm going to go step by step. But at the outset, I will tell you is it's very simple. It's very little steps that we take. We want to know if somebody wants to sell the property. We want to know how we're going to exit. What is our exit, right? What are we going to do with it? So let's say somebody has a real need to sell the property, but they want retail, and there's no way that the mortgage payment is going to be covered by the rent. In other words, the rent that this property can generate is below, below what we pay every month for the mortgage and other expenses. So what do? We have a willing seller, a seller that is motivated to sell. So what do we do with that property? Well, we can wholesale it. We can think in terms of doing a flip. We can think in terms of doing a JV project, a joint venture with a motivated seller, because let's say it's in disrepair, and you can put some money into it and you can flip it. So we can flip it, or we can do a number of things. Point being is, I want you to see the logic behind how we make those decisions and determine what we do with certain properties. Most of the properties, most of the sellers, most of the willing sellers out there, you're not going to find, cash flow deals, but there's still an opportunity to make money with them. So what do we do? So we wholesale them, or we flip them, or we do a mixture of the two, or I'll show you other strategies. Those are called exit strategies. So we have to go through like 10, 20 of these before we find one cash flowing deal. According to Robert Kiyosaki, we have to look at 100 deals. And according to one of his mentors, Durus, I think is his name, you have to look at 200 to 250 deals before you find one passive income property. And that's why we record these phone calls, so you can go through, you can see hundreds and hundreds of conversations with these sellers. And it makes it worth it. Why? Because we go through 200 to 250, and then we find one great cash flow deal, but we're not wasting the other 200. We're still making money with those 200. Why? Because we can flip them. We can do a number of things, right? JV, like I said. So that way we're not just using a ton of time and finding just one deal every year, and my goodness, it might be terrible. So that's what we're going to do right now. That's what we're going to do in all of the videos moving forward. So stick around. As always, have these playing in the background because these are long sessions, and that's where the practice comes in. We are practicing, and I want you to practice with me so that you can get on the calls as well, and you can go ahead and start closing deals on your own. So let's get started here. First thing I do is I have a CRM. I have a few CRMs, and I work off of my CRMs because it keeps us organized. I use 3 different CRMs. One is Podio, which is free. Another is RE Simply, which is expensive. And I also use Forefront. Those are my favorite, and the reason why I use so many is because I have a lot of things going on, and three separate real estate goals are in each individual CRM. So that's the reason why. So we pulled a ton of lists. We've been reaching out to them via direct mail or cold calling or text messages, cold text messages or SMS. And then they reply and they say, okay, I'm interested in selling, make an offer, blah, blah, blah. And now I come in and I start making that follow-up phone call. And that's what you're going to see here today. So we are going to go here into the next lead. And before we do that, I kind of take a look at the potential passive income or cash flow, and then at the potential value of a flip, and we call that the after repair value, ARV. So before I make any calls, before I make the next call, I look at those and I get a rough idea. I don't want to spend a lot of time. Don't spend more than 5 minutes. Definitely try to keep it under 1 minute analyzing the cash flow and the ARV. Then once you speak to them and it sounds like a good deal, then you can come back and do a deeper dive of both the types of values: value based on income, value based on forced appreciation, which is a fix and flip. Okay, so now we're gonna do that right now, and for the rest of this video, you'll see me doing that, making the call, etc., over and over and over. Okay, that's what the real estate business is. That's what you have to do. You want to be a real estate investor, you have to master this skill. Okay, this one is in Texas City, Texas. And she is interested in selling. So now I'm going to go to Zillow and get a rough idea what this might be worth, what Zillow says it might be worth. It's $381 on Zillow. It doesn't seem like she sold it, so it still may be a good opportunity. Okay, now I'm going to go to a system called Privy, which gives me access to the MLS, the multiple listing service, which is what all the realtors use to see what might be worth. It's a very hard to get a hold of that, so use Privy because it gives you a more accurate number. And this looks fantastic. 308,000 or 308,000 to 369,000. So just a difference of $60,000 there. So let's take that here, and the confidence is number 5. So that's how confident, that's the highest confidence that the system tells me that it will sell for in between those numbers. 308 to 369,000. Now that I know that, I'm going to read, I'm going to look at the notes. I mean, at the rent here. Because now I know I got the ARV, right? The potential after repair value if we do a flip. Now, what I want to know is if we rent it, if it would cash flow. Here's a prime example. The rent is the estimated rent by Zillow is $1,920. Now, the estimated refi payment, the estimated mortgage on here is $2,647 a month. So this is not a cash flowing property. The only way to make this a cash flowing property is if they allow us to take over their monthly mortgage payments. But to get a new loan on this property, it would probably not cash flow, especially with the interest rates being high right now. That's why we get that estimate from Zillow that we're going to pay a lot of money here for the mortgage. So it would not cash flow. So now if we buy the property subject to the mortgage, and let's say the mortgage payments are, I would estimate here, let's say $1,200 minus all the expenses, we would probably cash flow and make up $400 minimum passive income on this property if they let us take over the payments, or if they give us seller finance. So if we want to generate cash flow or passive income from this specific property I'm looking at, we need to get that mortgage payment low. And those are two ways I just gave you to get those payments low. Okay. So now if we want to flip it, just depend. Now we have to talk to them. If we want to flip it, then we have to get it below a certain amount. And in this case, it looks like we need to get it below 308, because that was our range, right? Our after repair value. So we need to get it below $300,000. So now that we know those two things, how we can cash flow it and how we can flip it or wholesale it, which is wholesaling, it just goes to like a flipper pretty much most of the time. Which is the same thing as flipping it, same concept. Now we know we have to get it way below 300,000. Okay, we have the two figures entered on our CRM. From here on out, I'll go faster on that because now you understand that, right? So that for the rest of the video, now you see me doing those things automatically, and that's what you will also be able to do. Just automatically call these people all the time. All right, so now I'm gonna go to my phone. So I do this. Normally I dial from my computer, but I'm putting this on a video for you guys so you guys can hear it. Okay, so you read the notes real quick. Elderly lady interested in selling her property, does not have any specific reason, but she said that she would be interested in selling it. They currently live in it. She lives in there with her husband. Nice backyard, everything in good condition. And on the inside, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. She said would be more than welcome to do a walkthrough in it and take some pictures to come and see the exact offer. She said that if the buyer wants to move fast, she can even sell tomorrow for a good amount. Gave her a range offer from 200 to 250. She said she might be interested in that range, but she will have to think about it. Let's try to make some type of walkthrough and take some pictures. She is 83 years old and she sits home all day. Lovely lady to speak with. Planning to stay in Houston. Probably downsize a bit. Okay. So let's make this call. Let me look at another software. The name is Batch Leads here. And let me just see her name. Let's see if her name comes up on here. Since this is Texas, it's hard to sometimes get information. Okay, it's not cooperating. I hope it's not down. Oh, it looks like I have to re-log in here. Let's see. Batch Leads. I'm not promoting anybody, and it's just what I use. I don't have any affiliates or whatever they're called. Would I recommend it for beginners? No, because you're spending a ton of money and stuff, and you don't need to. You could do this by looking at the public record. Melvin in Maryland. So we have spoken to Maryland in the past. Okay. Most calls are not going to get answered. So also,
your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Also, you have to get used to that, you know. So now that was not answered, I just put on my CRM. No answer. We'll try later. And that's it. We move on to the next call. Now I'm going to go a lot faster now that I've explained all that. You just keep watching me do the same, go through the same routine, right? And the CRM keeps you organized. In this case, right now, I'm using RE Simply, so you can pretty much count on RE Simply to show you people, to serve you people that you haven't called recently. So it shows you that you can organize. It shows you the oldest people who we haven't talked to recently. Okay. Get a little more light here so you guys can see me better. All right. So let's go on to the next one here. Not listed, tenant occupied, 4 years. Okay, let's see. I haven't gotten my cash flow on that or my income analysis here, and I haven't gotten my after repair value analysis. Okay, this one sold at the beginning of the year. Okay, So I also like to do the solds because if it was just a homeowner, they have a little bit of money in the bank, so we can ask for a loan, right? I like to pitch them as lenders, market to them as lenders. Okay. So now let's move on to the next here. Go to Zillow. Let's make sure it hasn't sold. This one doesn't seem like it's sold. Very small house from what I see. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Zillow says, I think it's a nice house, you know, but it's small. So now check this out. The estimated refi payment here is $268. And the rent estimate is $965. This would cash flow, make you some passive income, make that passive income. That's what we want. We want some cash flow. You notice the name on my videos here, on my Zoom calls, which is what I use to record these videos, is cash flow. It says cash flow because that's what's important. Flipping is fine, wholesaling is fine, but the ultimate goal is cash flow, right? So this is what cash flow right here. So I'm going to take these figures, copy them, put them on my CRM here. Make sure that I don't have to look at that again. It's just living in my CRM. So that is great. Now, let me kind of go see. It would cash flow now. Now let's go see the potential flip value of this. People call it ARV. I just call it a potential flip value, you know, potential value after it's flipped. And here, who knows? It goes from 36,000 to 73,000, and we're not even confident about that. So we got to get it for below $36,000. That's for sure. Let's see. Confidence is 1. That's the results here. So now we have those 2 values entered in our CRM. And now let's read the notes. It's tenant occupied, needs minor repairs. Everything is new. The property in good shape. Wants to sell as soon as possible. No, just wants a fair offer. Okay. Let's see if we can give him a fair offer. So yeah, I give you theory and then I give you action. I hope you guys appreciate that. If you do, give me a like, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And other people like you that can get started as well. So do it for them too. Mean for them. We're trying to get deals, you guys. Let's get us some deals here.
Hi, and thank you so much for calling. You've reached Express Painting and Pressure Cleaning. Please do leave your name, number, and a detailed message. We look forward to serving you.
Express something cleaning. Looks like they are a cleaning. Every bit of information helps. A cleaning company. Let me see. Let me take the phone number here and I'll look it up on Google and see what comes back. Yeah, Gary, Indiana, Express Painting and Cleaning. Okay. They even have a website here. Fantastic. I like dealing with business owners. Okay, I just posted their website on our notes here on the CRM. Just say text called, no answer. We'll try later. My view is really nice here where I live. So I like looking out the window. Okay, so now we're going for the next one. And this is what we do. We just analyze, we call. Let's see here. This is in Ohio. Sold for $55,000. She wanted 55, I think I saw in the notes, and it sold. Let's see. Tried once, again, 55K. It's not going to be possible for her. Told her we would have to be in a 30 to 40K range, and she said she is not interested in that, and that she will probably list it on the market for 55K, which let me see if she did list it. On Zillow, you can go to the bottom and you can go to history, and yep, it was listed. It was listed and it sold. It happens, but I like to kind of take a look at what happened so that I can learn, you know? Okay. Mhm. No, sorry. Okay, it's just my phone. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Let's see, next property. Let's see if it's sold. It hasn't sold. Great. This is in Ohio. So here we go. Let's look at the cash flow. That's the most important to me. So, and it should be to you too. So it would rent for about, according to Zillow, $1,479 a month. And the estimated refi payment is $1,047 per month. It would cash flow. That would cash flow. Hopefully we can buy it with some seller financing or taking over the payments. That's what really makes you cash flow. Now let's see. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to post it on here on my CRM. So that way I don't have to look up these numbers again. It's just right there for me to see every time I call, because most people don't answer. Just have to keep trying. Now that I got that on my CRM, I'm going to go now and look at the potential flip value and see if, oops, I messed it up. All green. Okay, let's see. Yeah, messed it up. Let me redo it again. No problem, no problem. That's why you should take your time here. Okay, the address, and let's see. The potential value is potential flip value here. Oh, it looks nice. This looks nice. So potential flip value could be from 123 to 157. That's your potential flip value. With a confidence there of 4, which is good. That is good. Again, I'm using Privy. So you can use the same thing to see if you're going to buy something. If you want to flip it, then it gives you a pretty good idea. Confidence is 4. So now that I see my potential cash flow here is about $400 and $450 around there. And then my potential flip value is between 123 to 157. I'll be able to sell it for between 123 and 157. So now, depending on the repairs, etc., we would have to get it below that range. Let's look at the notes now. So there's a comp here, 4509 sold for 151,000. It was in fair condition. Ours, it's in good condition, it seems. The only thing is to repair the vinyl sides. Costs about $5 a square foot. It is not gonna cost that much. It was 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, and stayed on the market for 35 days. Be great if we can get this deal for 100,000 to 110,000. And have a clean wholesale deal on it. She told me to give her a call in September. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. So now we text and then we call typically. Just marketing is all about how do you get a hold of the prospect, right? So texting is one way, calling them is just like if you're trying to get a hold of your kids or something, right? So try to treat it that way. Don't be afraid of the phones. You can't do everything through text. Most people today want to do everything through text. Good. Leaves more opportunities on the table for me. What's going on? Huh. Phone disconnected. Okay. Let's try another time. Let's go on to the next one here. Let's see if this one has sold. Oh, it looks like it needs a ton of work. Yeah, it needs a whole rehab. And the one across the street, I'm looking on Google Maps. The one across the street is boarded up. From the looks of it, I don't feel safe in that neighborhood. So let's see. It would rent for $2,000 exactly, and the estimated refi payment is $1,050. So this would cash flow with those numbers. Okay, this is a good opportunity. It's in Texas, Dallas. Okay. Let me go and see. Now that we have a potential cash flow, then which is good, looks good. Now let's see what the potential flip value will be. This it says from 121 to 235. And, as far as a flip, I don't know. It's a potential. It's a confidence is 1. Yeah, it's 1. Okay, so now let's take a look at the notes and see. Would you be interested in a cash offer for your property? Yes. Cash offer in mind is 100,000. That's not bad. Our estimate is 119. How long have you owned the property for? Who knows? Property is vacant. General condition, good condition. Any major repairs? It needs repairs in the roof, the foundation. How many bedrooms? Does it have 2-1? It's not listed. Do you have a mortgage? No. do this ASAP or would you need a few months? ASAP, what is the reason for selling? No need. Okay, let's give them a call. Mary is her name. Better 10. Okay.
Felicia Stanley.
Felicia Stanley, that's not Mary. We'll try back again. Okay, let's try a different area here. Let's try California. This is California here. Okay. Let's see. So let's see if it was sold. Yeah, it's sold. Oh, it's not good. A lot of different properties sold. Okay. Okay. See the next one here. This is in Illinois, Chicago. Let's see what we can get here. Uh-oh, it's not loading. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Oh, didn't come up. I can't check if it's sold or not. It's on the maps here, but Zillow didn't pull it up. Let's see here. Let me see if it's on Privy. Yeah, there it is. Okay, the value is from 62 to 214 once it's fixed up. But no value on Zillow. Let's see, realtor.com. Redfin. Okay. It's taking a little while to load here. Okay, let's see, realtor.com. Let's see what they estimate. Redfin is at 86. So I'll just copy that here. Yep, it's not on realtor.com is 198. And then Redfin is lower. Redfin is at 86,000. I can't see the rent on here. Okay, so maybe M. $66, so a good range, I guess, is going. Okay, let's call and see what's going on here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Nothing yet. Okay, let's move on here. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we can have better success here. If we call Florida, let's try Florida and see what we can do here. Okay, this is in Orlando. Um, and as always, let's see potential ARV to make sure it's not sold, which it isn't. Potential ARV here. 296, 264, 222. Let me check out the cash flow here real quick. 2,050, and we would pay 1,800. So this is rare in Orlando. So this looks like a great opportunity here. Okay. Let's do that. So that was the cash flow, the ARV, or the after, or the potential flip value. Let me kind of go over here. More certainty here. So 263 to 303, 5 confidence. That's good. So now let's see. Let's go ahead and text and then call. Okay, oh, the notes. No repairs needed. How soon they want to sell? 2 to 3 months. He wants a bigger house. Minimum he wants is 280, which is good because no, we have to get it below 263. That's fine. Can send him a contract for what he wants. That's good. His family is big. Okay, this might look like a really nice deal here. So now texting. Oh, Gene.
Hello?
Hello, Gene. How are you? This is Ben.
How you doing? Great.
Oh, dude, I am glad to hear that. Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving now?
Not ready. Not ready, but I need money to buy church.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Well, I was calling you back about your property there. I know you wanted to sell Ashbrook.
Yeah, could you call me after 5 minutes because I'm trying to follow the something. I'm going somewhere.
Sure.
Take it somewhere. Yeah.
Sure. I'll call.
10 minutes, please.
Okay, I'll call you back. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. The skill on the phone is just to be friendly. You don't want to be a foe. In a professional tone on the phone is deadly because they'll hang up. So they'll identify you as a foe. Okay. So I will, that's a good call. And I'm going to move him here. And then I will call him back. Tempted. Needs further follow-up. Position 1. Okay. So I will call him back. And if he picks up, I'll start another video. But for this video, we are going to go take a break and then we'll come back and we'll do another session. Don't forget, these sessions are very beneficial to you because you're seeing how a real estate business is set up and everything else and what you have to do. It's all about the phone calls. It's all about negotiating on the phones and getting good at that. So come back. If you like this video, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. It would help other people find it. See you next time. Bye-bye.